Good morning. Well, I just thought I would just leave my screen blank. I guess I could have just brought up the camera so you could see me, but oh well. I don't look very good right now because it's pretty early in the morning. So just a little picture of me down on the bottom might be okay just to know that I'm here. All right, we're going to do our English lesson. It's going to be a short lesson, well, on the video. You're going to need your T-chart and your Venn diagram that you did yesterday because today you are starting your rough draft. So here are the things you're going to need. Your T-chart and your Venn diagram from yesterday. You're going to need some paper and a pencil. Now, we're going to go ahead and put all this together. In your book, on pages 31 and 32, this is an example of a rough draft being put together. Now, I want you to notice, I want you to remember that your essay needs to have 4 paragraphs. Okay, that's what I'm going to check on. If it doesn't have 4 paragraphs, then I have to take off for that because that's something that's going to be graded on your writing assignment. 4 paragraphs. Okay, now look at page 31 in your book at the very top. Now, this guy is comparing and contrasting Nebraska and South Carolina. I think we looked yesterday at his T-chart and his Venn diagram. Okay, now his very first paragraph, also don't forget skip lines when you do your rough draft. Skip lines so we can go back and revise it. Look at his first paragraph. His first paragraph is short. It's like 2, maybe 3 sentences long. Make sure you always indent to show me where the next paragraph begins, because each paragraph begins with where you indent. Now, the first paragraph is just the introduction, okay? Nothing in your T-chart or Venn diagram, nothing in that will go in your introduction. Nothing. Your introduction is just introducing what you're talking about. So he put, most people have many adjustments to make when they move to a new place. He didn't even give any details about what he's talking about. He's just talking about moving. My family moved from South Carolina to Nebraska last year. Okay, now he's introducing what he's going to talk about. We like it here. That's it. That's all he put. No details, nothing from his Venn diagram or his T-chart goes there. That's just his introduction. He's introducing. Okay? Now, his second paragraph is where he starts to compare. Okay, so this is where your second paragraph is where you're going to look at your Venn diagram in the middle part, because the middle part of your Venn diagram that's where the comparisons are, the things that are the same of whatever the two things you're writing about. Okay, now you can't just jump right in, right? You have to have a topic sentence. So something like, this is how these two things are the same, or whatever. Look at his topic sentence. See where he indented for his second paragraph there on page 31? Many things about Nebraska and South Carolina are similar. That's his topic sentence. Okay, so I know now that that sentence is going to tell me how Nebraska and South Carolina are the same. Then he starts in making sentences with what's in the middle of his Venn diagram. Okay. His third paragraph is on page 32 at the very top. Okay. Third paragraph is going to contrast. This is where you're going to first write a topic sentence to let me know you're fixing to contrast or tell me the differences between whatever you're writing about. Then you start writing in the details on the opposite sides of your Venn diagram. Okay. Don't forget to, well, we won't worry about that. We'll talk about that in revision. Anyway, so you write all those, and then when you're finished with that third paragraph, put your paperwork away, and then you're going to do your fourth paragraph, your last paragraph. Look at his there on page 32. It's his conclusion. Nothing from your Venn diagram or T-chart goes in there. Basically, you take your introduction and you reword it in different ways. That's all you do. Just make sure you indent, okay? But remember, this is just a rough draft. So you don't have to worry about spelling. Don't worry about punctuation. Don't worry about perfect sentences. Don't worry about stuff like that. In a rough draft, just start writing your thoughts and your notes down and skip lines. That's the main thing, okay? And then next week, we'll go in and we will revise it and proofread it. That's where we'll fix it all up, okay? So don't worry too much about all that kind of stuff. Just write. Just let your brain flow and write it down, Okay? But remember, only use what's in your T-chart or Venn diagram for the second and third paragraphs, and that's it. None of that goes in the first or fourth. Okay? All right. Have fun with this. That's all for today.